What's going on, everybody? We are live for a very rare Sunday live stream as I'm getting my laundry done, so I figured I'd come on live and talk to you guys about WrestleMania last night. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair was absolutely incredible, a great main event, and it was nice to see Rhea finally get her WrestleMania moment. I mean, how about that shit? How about that? It was just an unbelievable match. The way Charlotte was smiling and happy for Rhea, it was a great thing to see. It really was. And sorry, Jerry, but she does put people over she actually believes in. She just has to know that the person can handle it, and Rhea is really over right now, and she can. Sorry for smoking. I'm smoking a cigarette right now. But I loved it. I loved it. There was a few spots in WrestleMania last night where I was kind of like, I was getting really exhausted, brother. I was like, oh my Lord, I don't know if I could, I don't know if I could make it. But thank you to you guys last night for the encouragement of telling me to hang in there, and I did, and I'm glad I did, because we got new tag team champions, baby. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens ended the streak of the Usos, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens to Roman tonight, man. It really is. Does he drop the title, though? Does Roman Reigns drop the title? It's very tough. I mean, Cody's last promo was very, very good. And he's been undefeated. They booked him perfectly. But as far as him getting over on Roman with the promos, Roman's still ahead. So I have a hard time thinking that Cody's going to win this. I really do. I don't see the entire bloodline losing at WrestleMania. I just don't see it. Unless somebody comes and costs Roman the title, the only one that would make sense would be The Rock. I'm sorry. I mean, Jay could wind up costing Roman the title. I saw that online. It's very possible. But I don't see them doing it this close to 1,000 days. I really don't. Because if they do, this would be a whole WrestleMania with new champions, and WWE hasn't done that. And I can't remember when they had all brand new champions after WrestleMania was over. If you guys can tell me that in the comments, let me know. But I don't remember when that happened last, man. I really, really don't. And being this close to a Saudi show coming up, and then they're going to be going to Puerto Rico and all that. I'm having a hard time thinking Roman's going to lose tonight. I really am. If he does, I mean, that'd be a shock in WWE booking, because they don't normally do that kind of thing where they have all brand new champions. But they're in the process of trying to sell, and maybe they're trying to get that wow factor to get somebody to buy the company. I don't know. But I would push Roman to 1,000 days. I really would. I love Cody. Cody's great. Cody's a great wrestler, but he could get another match down the road. But I don't know, man. This is gonna be tough. Could be really tough to see if he pulls it off tonight. Just because of the back and forth that Roman and Cody did have, Roman pretty much won all those, except Cody with the last one actually was doing what he was supposed to do, and it wasn't about Dusty. He was actually finally coming into a zone and holding his own very well. If they would have had more of that in all these meetings, then maybe I'd be like, you know what, I think Cody's ready. But I'm not saying he isn't physically. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying, believable wise, in far as taking down someone who's had the title 940 something days, I don't know, man. I really don't. It's gonna be. I'm kind of back and forth on this. I really am. Do I want to see Cody win? Yes, that'd be great to see Cody get a moment. As far as looking in an analytic way, as WWE would present it, I don't see Triple H and Vince having all brand new champions. I just don't. if they're collaborating, which they are, Vince is probably really pushing hard to keep Roman as champion. He's not ready to give Roman Reigns that break yet because he wants Roman to get to 1,000 days. Trust me, because Vince had a big hand, in his heel turn from when it started. So that's why I'm just kind of, I'm having a hard time. I really am. I know the internet wrestling community is also having a hard time. Half the people are going for Cody. Half are saying Roman's going to hold it to 1,000. It's going to be interesting. It really is. Roman's going to be very upset about the Usos losing. I'll tell you that. But all factions that get all the gold, just like the NWO, all of it has to come to an end. They can't hold on to the titles forever. So it does give you that unpredictability factor that, well, if the Usos lost, it's very possible that Cody could wind up winning. If the Usos would have retained, then I would be like, oh, there's no question about it. Roman's walking out with the title. No question. But now that the Usos actually lost the titles, it could, but I don't see the Bloodline losing everything. I really don't. It's going to cause some friction. The story is going to continue at least until SummerSlam, I would say. Because what WWE does after the Bloodline, I have no clue. I don't know if they're ever going to be able to duplicate a story like that again anytime soon. So Triple H is going to try to hold on to this as long as he possibly can, because this is the best storytelling they have done in years. And why would you want all that to end in one weekend? He gave you a little taste. He listened to the fans. He put the tag team titles in the main event, and then he also gave you new tag team champions, which Sami Zayn definitely deserves for all the hard work that he's put in the last year, especially getting as over as he is. They finally rewarded him with the tag team titles. And I thought that was a very good rub, and I'm very happy to see that. And it just leaves that door open, what's going to happen for Roman and Cody tonight. As I said earlier, the only thing that makes sense to me is if The Rock costs Roman the title. They have to stare it down, and then they set up WrestleMania next year for Rock versus Roman. I really don't think that match needs a title. I really don't, but Roman could win the title back at a later date if they really wanted to, and have it for the title next year, just to get the title back on Raw. Raw has the title again. They had the tag team championship. Finally. I know we all been waiting for that for a very long time, but the Usos have been killing it. You can't deny the work that Jimmy and Jay have put in. You can't. They have been killing it. I am so proud of them, and it's just been awesome what they've been doing. And maybe they even want to break. Maybe that's why they dropped titles, because maybe they even want to break, go home, recover for a little bit, and get some rest, because they've been on every week for the last 600 something days that they had the title. So they're probably getting exhausted too. That's the only other thing, is if with these long reigns, wrestlers get worn out. So I think it is time for the Bloodline to take a little break, maybe get some rest, go home, recuperate, be with the family, and come back maybe in a month or two, just to get back to normal a little bit. But we'll see what happens with Roman and Cody tonight. I was just very, very pleased with WrestleMania tonight. What was the match? The Damage Control and Becky, Lita, and Trish Stratus. The first 15 minutes of that, no one gave a crap. The crowd was silent as all hell. I think that was the first part of the night they actually grew quiet. And a lot of people were like, yeah, I went to the bathroom, I went to do this, I went to do that. It's Damage Control. It's time to end the group. It really is. No one wants to see it anymore. They're not over with the audience. I'm sorry, but they're not. And then Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio was amazing. The entrances alone were awesome. Dominic coming out like a badass, having a police escort him to the ring, and then Ray coming out with Snoop, and then Ray having Eddie's music was awesome. Very cool to see. And I know Vicky Guerrero especially loved that. I saw her posting that last night on Twitter, and she was thrilled with that outcome. And rightfully so. We all love Eddie. We all miss Eddie. And it was very cool to hear his music once again. And Rey Mysterio beat Dominic as the result should be. And that was very, very entertaining. Anything else that I'm missing that I enjoyed in this match? Oh, the men's showcase match was very, very good. They were all killing it. So Braun and Ricochet got the W. No surprise there. Oh, and Seth and Logan. Oh, was that not a good match or what? You can say whatever you want about Logan Paul, but man, did Logan Paul, he puts in the work, buddy. Let me tell you, he may be annoying, but he puts in the work in the ring, and the two of them tore the house down. They really did. That was amazing. That was incredible. I could have asked for anything more. And Seth got the big WrestleMania win. Logan looked a little upset, but he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. I mean, he kills it. He's really owning to this. I'm actually hoping WWE gets to keep him around a little bit longer, because Logan Paul is very, very good in the ring. He really is. He got this. He knows how to do this. And I would like to see him get a few more matches in and hopefully extend his contract a little longer. Then lastly, we had Austin Theory and John Cena. If you're not a fan of Austin Theory now, I don't know what to tell you, but Austin Theory beats John Cena. Cena had him tapping, yes, but the ref was knocked out. And then Austin Theory capitalized and actually got the win. Kudos to Austin Theory. John Cena put him over. He is the future. Good for him. So I'm very happy to see that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I wanted Cena to win the title, do an open challenge on the Raw after Mania, then possibly lose. It's okay they did it. I'm glad Theory got the W, and it was a very good WrestleMania Night 1. So there's your quick recap and results for last night's WrestleMania. I am exhausted. I know a lot of people are. We're just getting up just a couple hours ago. But that's what happens with WrestleMania week, man. You know you're going to be in for a late night when it comes to WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. So just expect that again tonight. I love you guys. I just wanted to give you a quick recap of everything that happened. In case you did miss it. If you did, I don't know what the hell you were doing last night. But it was an awesome WrestleMania Night 1. Let's hope we get some awesome moments for Night 2. And we go out with the bang going into Raw after Mania. But anyways, that's your recap and results. I'm not going to keep you much longer. I love you guys. Take care. And don't forget, we will be back live Monday to go over everything as far as both nights of WrestleMania goes. I'll talk to you soon.